Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thanks for growing with me on today. One thing I can tell you for certain, two things for sure. God is moving and we are growing. We are growing in God. And I am so grateful and thankful and humble on today as I grow in God for a better way. I look to the source, God, not the problem. The things of this world, the vices of this world, the things that are trying to hold us down, trying to keep us down, trying to keep us from coming up. But we on the come up. We are overcoming as we speak. We are overcoming. What we got to do is move the obstacles out the way. You got things all in the way, things trying to hold you back. People done said you can't do it. No, you ain't that. You ain't gonna have none of that. Cause you ain't this or that. You ain't none of that. It was a time when dark skin used to really hold you back. That dark skinned people, had a bad rap. But, when I was growing up, I heard the black jokes, blackie and all different kind of stuff. Because, see, I'm real dark. I'm dark skinned. So I would hear all that blackie, jackie and all that kind of stuff, And but one thing I also heard was dark and lovely. And that's the one that stuck. See that other foolishness, 4 eyes and all that stuff, that kind of stuck a little bit because how many fingers I got up, I saw that a lot. So that stopped me from wearing glasses and switched me over to contacts. And I've been wearing contacts for 30 years, because I was so vain that I thought the song was about me. I think I did think the song was about me. I was so vain because as I'm singing the song, I'm just like wondering, just think about me. It makes you think about you. Because they say you're so vain, you probably think the song is about you. So, I had to think about it, But really, I was at a vain point in my life. But what I realized is no matter how I fix myself up, no matter what I put in my hair, because I can put some stuff in my hair, honey, and make you look what? Wow. But no matter what I do to my makeup, no matter what I do to me, I'm still me. I can't change up being me. I just got to be me. I got to be me, but I'm going to do it God's way. And we're going to grow in the plan of God. This is God's plan. And here we are growing in the plan of God. The heart is the design, the architect. The heart is the architect, the design for your heart. Where your heart at before you go do that? Where your heart, where you done put the heart? Where is the love? You got love? You taking some spare change over there? Because see, when you get over there, you're going to have to change too, because they about going to take you there. So you got to be ready with your spare change. Be ready to change up. I ain't going over there to cut up. I already know. I'm going with love, see. Because, see, just with my children, going with them. They'll take you there if you let them. But, see, I just counteract with love. We just kept showing love, just love. You talk to them, but you just show love. Because, see, they're going to do what they want to do anyway. But see what you do, you pray over them and put them in God's hands. Pray and let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Because you can worry yourself sick. You can worry yourself crazy. I think about them. I wonder about them, what they doing. But see, they in God's hands. See, whatever happened is in the plan, is in the will of God. I pray. This is what I do. I pray for the best. I truly do. I pray for the best for the world. I pray for the best and I prepare for the worst because I see evil, but I watch God. I'm going with the plan of God. I'm sticking with the master's plan. I ain't going to be over here in the spiritual warfare dying. So I got to get a grip on God. Hold on to the Lord. See, because we let go. God don't let go of us. We let go. And no matter how tough the sail, the ship toss, the sail is blowing in the wind. You the sail just blowing in the wind. Just going. Every time the sail go up, there you go. Blowing in the wind, honey. But hold on. Get a grip. Grip on to the Lord. Grab a hold of God and just hold on because you flopping there on this. You just flopping like the sail. You've been beat up. You went through the wind and carried you. God is moving. God is within the wind. The Spirit of God is there within the wind, that energy, honey. Just like, different things, you experience, spirits and different stuff. That stuff is real. But, there's a good force. There's a good side to that energy. There's a good force, a beautiful force, a force that's more powerful than evil. Love is the greatest power, not evil. Love is the greatest power. So there's a force, there's a power that's rising up, that's coming up over this evil that's of this world. See, but we so focused on it. We so focused on what the evil doing, what they doing now, where they gonna go. Then sometimes you can't get enough evil, and you gotta go make up some evil. So go over here and watch them. So watch this TV show. Go watch this stuff. They talking about some evil stuff. See, but. And that's, that's cool, whatever, whatever floats your boat, finds your lost remote, but look, I got to look to the Lord, see, because I can get so focused and caught up. I ain't watched an episode of Deadly Women in so long, but I can watch and get caught up and get watching and thinking and see, I got to hear the wisdom from God. See, I already know the ideas and how she did it. And they got caught because, they talking about on TV. They none of them get away. But see, that stuff, you don't get away with that stuff anyway, honey. Because when you don't pay in this life, you got another judge to answer to. God is love. We don't get nowhere by coming up off each other. We get somewhere by coming up with each other. You just heard the freedom train going by. Love, peace, and soul train. Grab hold of somebody. You don't need no ticket to ride. Just get on board. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord that God saved you, that God grabbed you up, plucked you up, out this foolishness, this spiritual warfare all out there is everywhere. You run up in the house trying to run up in and lock the door, make sure you keep the burgers out, go check the back door, check the basement door, check the window, check this. You're going and running, checking everything, but have you checked your heart? Have you checked all around you? See, because that chaos, negativity, and drama, that'll pull you in and drag you on in, and there you go back in. Ground zero. How did I get here? I wasn't even talking about, all I did was answer the telephone, told such, and here I am back to, wow, back in this mess. Now let me see my way out of this. See, because you can walk up in something. It could be an A and B conversation. Then you walk up in, you in it. Just turn around, see your way out of it. Just going out the righteous way. You ain't got nothing to say. Just step on out. I don't know. I ain't heard nothing. I don't know. All I know is God is moving. See, God is changing hearts and minds to grow. That's what I know. As far as that over there, I don't know. Maybe we could sow a seed over there. What you got? You think you can take something over there with me? We can go over there and help them out. Go do this and do that for them. Because by us sitting up here conversating, this ain't helping nothing. It ain't bringing no conclusions. It ain't solving the problem. We just being a part of the problem. Because, see, now we talking about we going to get some other folks in it. So let's just go right now. Grab her. Come on, let's go. Link up, lock up. Let's go over here and lift up. Let's go help some folks out. Let's go do some different things. It's a store down there. My hometown. I love my hometown. St. Louis, East St. Louis, St. Louis, they just right there together, two different states, but they right there together, right across the street, across the river. It really is across the street. All you got to do, you just cross the street and you cross the bridge and you right here, or right there, St. Louis is, we St. Louis. We really are. Well, I was just over there a couple days ago and, that arch, that beautiful arch. I spent a lot of time as a kid around that arch in high school. We skip school in the afternoon, go over there and hang out, have fun. Back then it was free to ride the arch. And a lot of memories, a lot of childhood memories. So I want to make sure that we make some memories for the children of today who are growing in God, God's ray of hope that he has given us. That's what a child is. A child is God's ray of hope for tomorrow. Us, we who are growing today, we are putting in for that hope for tomorrow. Put in love. See, because then that's what they going to come up with. That's what they going to put out is love. That's what you want to pour into a child is love. Parents, you are the first teacher that a child will ever know. You are the first teacher. You the teacher before the teacher. So put in love. That's what I had to homeschool him for 2 years, him and my daughter. For 2 years, honey, and we made it through. We got through, and he right there where he's supposed to be. And I just thank the Lord that he there back in school, because that's where he want to be, and that's where he need to be. He took the Lord with him. He carried God. They took God out of school, but he ain't no fool. He took God in there with him. He in there trying to make peace. That's what the teacher told me. He a peacemaker. He going in there trying to calm folks down and talk to folks, and he can cut up a little bit himself too. So he got to remind himself sometime, have peace. Peace, take peace wherever you at. You are the peacemaker. Peace is within you. You are the civil rights movement. The movement ain't in no building. It didn't die with the freedom fighters. You are the civil rights movement. You stand on the shoulders of the freedom fighters. So carry forth their legacy. What did they teach you? What did they remind you of? They reminded me that the civil rights campaign was a campaign of nonviolence and love. No matter what they did. Dr. King said, get up with love. Show them love. We're going to sow love to grow. That's what we're going to do. And love conquers all. Love conquers all, because even though the evil, he was felled by oppression, the movement was paused so a rose could grow in God's garden. To rise up, to overcome, to defeat the undefeatable. Because I'm going to tell you something, that oppression will take you out. It will take you on to depression and will take you out of here. But see what you got to do. You got to break free, my dear. You can't claim nothing. Claim God, who is not of this world, but in this world moving. Claim God, because through God, that's how you get your breakthrough. When you claim other stuff, claim anxiety, claim depression, I got this, I got I got. Do you got God? Got milk? You got God. That's what they need a campaign. Do you got God? See, when you got God, you got love. You took God out to school. In the end, no matter how, you break God down in different dominations, dominations too, because religion is all about money and control. So how you break God down in different doctrinations, the one thing you forgot, when you forgot about all the different rules, and we got rules for this, you're going to pay me 10% of this, you're going to give me this, you're going to do this, be here on this day, you got to come over here, where you at right here, come back over here. See, when you break God down in all those different rules, you forget one rule. What a main rule? Love. What that said in the rule book? Where you done put that at in the class? Is that over the class? Love. Because see, God told us, love yourselves and love one another. Lift one another, because the things of this world don't mean anything. As much as I love my bed, getting in my bed to sleep in, I'm not going to be able to take my bed with me when I go. Ain't nothing here that I got is going with me. Don't matter what I'm wearing, that ain't going either. So it ain't nothing going except my soul. So while I'm here with my soul, I'm going to sow with my soul. See, because that's what God told me to do. God said, grow and sow, sow and grow all over the world. Take those seeds of love and sow them everywhere. And that's what I'm doing. I'm sowing everywhere. I'm throwing the seeds of love as far as I can get to let you know, hey, wake up quick. God is moving. I'm here to tell you, somebody told me to deliver this message, and here we are to get through the breakthrough. Memories, sweet, sweet memories of days gone by. They make me cry. Tears of joy to give God the glory, because God is moving. Praises be to God for the whole growth story. Memories make me cry of days gone by. tears of joy to give God the glory. So that's what it is, honey. We got the memories of days gone by, but look at us today, honey. We growing by and by. By and by, here we grow in God. We growing by and by. And by we overcome. Baby, by we overcoming. We are overcoming, right now. You are blessed. You are blessed. You may not have what you want. You may not be where you want to be. But I can tell you something right now. You got God and you ain't lonely. You got God, honey. So be thankful and grateful in the Lord. Be content in the state that you in. Be happy with your life. God done given you life. You may not have a job you want to have. You may not have a position you want to have. You may not be in life where you want to be, but you are the author of your destiny. You are the one that can make it happen. You are the keeper of the dream, so keep on keeping the dream alive. Keep on working towards it. Keep on striving. Don't matter what stumbling block done got in the way, what didn't happen. Keep it moving. Keep it growing. Because see, that's what God gonna do. We gonna keep it moving. We got to keep growing. We can't, time don't stand still. Time don't stop for no one. We can't stop a second and think we got this second and we ain't gonna grow. We constantly growing, constantly moving, constantly changing. Just like a sculptor do. He constantly changes, constantly moving, doing this, molding. That's what God is doing. God is molding you, shaping you, to build you so you can be something great in the Lord. Don't let the vices of the world hold you down, hold you back, keep you back from what God got for you. Don't just let this right here in front of you keep you from seeing the great big picture out there. It's a beautiful picture, but see, you right here, you looking at this, you can't get past this. Look at the great, big, beautiful picture God got out there for you. Don't let this right here hold you back. See, because you are the author of your destiny. So the keys of happiness are in your pocket. Hold on to your keys of happiness, honey, because see, somebody might lose them. And then you won't have them. Hold on to the keys of happiness for you. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. Celebrate Sunday. On into Momentum Monday. Greatness, honey. We're going to strive every day. Striving for a better way. Rise up in God. We're going to raise up as we wait. As we wait on the Lord, we got to keep on working because faith without works is dead. You don't sit there and wait on. I'm sitting there waiting on what? Keep on waiting. See, you're going to let opportunity pass you by. Opportunity done already knocked. So it's time to get up. You got the opportunity right there. Earn opportunity right there. Go ahead and get it out the spiritual warfare. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. God is with you, honey. Go forth in power. You got the power of the Lord. So go for God and giving you power. Love is the greatest power. So take that love, grow forth, forgive. Let that old stuff go that may hinder you, that may hold you back. Keep on growing forth in God. Trusting in God every day. Put your faith and trust in God. Never said it's going to be easy, but it's worth working for. It's worth waiting for. It's worth having. So keep growing in God. God bless you as you grow. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom all over the world. God bless you. I see you. Keep growing. Keep striving. His eye is on the sparrow. God got you. God got you as you grow.